we're currently going down to the chassis manufacturer's test track in southern Germany. We've got a prototype behind us here which we're taking down to prove some of the new technology we've put into this year's model, particularly the bonding technology and the big panorama window, which is a first for us. It's a first for the industry actually, and that with the window. And the integrity of the structure needs to be proven before we have the confidence to put it out to the general public. The testing we're going to do will really put something like 100,000 kilometres of use on the Caravan in a very concentrated time. Anything that shows up in that test, we know we can fix, then we're confident the product's just fine for the road. We don't want to find we've got a design flaw 3 years down the road. That's not really how we do business. We really need to sort the job out before we give the Caravan to the customers. And this is the best way of doing it, without a doubt. We're here at the Alco Test Centre to do the tests. I'd like now to hand you over to Frank Hermling, who's the Test Centre Manager. So could you tell us a bit about the Test Centre, Frank, please?
Yeah, hello. I welcome the team of Coachman. So we have here the test center where we do all the tests for Alco, for the chassis components, for the axles. We have several opportunities. We have a rolling roll, and we test on a proving ground where we go later on.
Behind us now we can see the what we call inertia test, which is swinging the Caravan from side to side to basically verify the stability of the Caravan. Stability is very important for all our customers when they're driving, and this really just is some reassurance for us that in normal conditions that the Caravan is going to remain stable on the road. Already before the test we travelled 450 miles with the Caravan, and it was extremely stable on the autobahn in amongst trucks, etc. So we have a pretty good idea it's going to be stable, but now we're just making sure. This is where it really starts to get interesting. This is the rolling road. This is where the real testing of the durability of the Caravan starts. Well, the rolling road's a revolving drum, as you may see in a second, and it revolves with basically equivalent of bricks attached to it, and it shakes the Caravan. It shakes it in a very, very controlled way at a controlled frequency, so you can actually build up the harmonics in the Caravan and find out if there's any particular situations on the road where you're going to have a fault. Once test's underway, we'll be taking you inside the Caravan, have a look and listen to the events inside the Caravan, whether anything's moving, whether anything's coming away, and we'll be able to demonstrate to you exactly what life is like inside the Caravan during the rolling road. We've now arrived in beautiful southern Germany in the hills at the Alco test track, and here we are starting to do the testing for real round this awesome track that punishes the Caravan. Just take a look at this. I just wanted to show you the notorious Belgian pave, which is one of the tests, and this is how it's constructed. It's a real car killer. The second surface we come to on our lap is the washboard. It's a scalloped out concrete surface that gives a horrible ride in the Caravan. As far as my experience goes, it's the worst surface you can encounter. Okay, this particular hump here, and many of them like it down there, are known really as the twisting, undulating surface that we know as the broken road. The broken road isn't particularly uncomfortable to ride in, but it twists the Caravan. It is torture for the chassis. This is the last part of the test track, known as the moon crater. It's a hole in the concrete, probably up to 2-3 feet in diameter and down to about 3 inches in depth. They really do punish the Caravan right to the limit of its capability, and also very uncomfortable to ride in at the same time. Just going to give you a little taste of what it's like inside the Caravan on the test track. Okay, this is the Belgian pave, and it's going to be quite noisy. Not too bad. You see stuff moving about, all the lockers, and these washboards are back. These are the moon craters. And relax. And that was a lap inside Coachman Caravan, the Alco test track. Well, we've now concluded our testing session at Alco. We had the morning on the rolling road and in the experimental and development facility down there, and this afternoon we've taken the Caravan round the test track for about 100 laps. It's been a punishing time, but it's been worth it. It's been worth it because the Caravan's held up magnificently, especially the bonded structures we were talking about earlier on. This gives us confidence, it gives you confidence, and I hope you've seen a little bit of what we do behind the scenes to make sure you get a good product.